Alright, well, today's the day. We finished Project X, so we can kind of go over what it is. We can show you what it is, what I did to it. I got some videos of it. My timeline got crunched up, so I didn't film a lot of it because I just had to get it done. But I will kind of give you an overview. We'll go through it today. Alright, so here it is. Alright, it's a 79 Bronco. When it was brought to me, it was just started to be restored and upgraded, I should say. They had put the lift on it, the Devers lift, but I had to finish doing some other stuff. They already swapped in a 460 in it, which we'll show you real quick. Alright, so they had already put the big block, the 460 in it, but it didn't have exhaust or anything like that. It did run, but didn't have much done to it. So we had to finish doing, so we had to make an exhaust for it, you know, reroute some of the lines, put some new fuel lines on it, which we did some PTFE braided lines, you know, all the way from the tank all the way up front here. The exhaust was kind of tricky. Had to remake my own header because the ones they had went underneath it, but we put a bigger 8-quart pan on it, which I'll show you in a minute. We also added a new radiator overflow tank in here. It looks much better. It works nice. It's on a nice switch for the electric fans. You don't have to flip nothing. Just start it up and forget about it. There's some more of the lines we made. We got rid of the just rubber fuel line, so we got some nice PTFE stuff there. So if you ever want to switch it over to E85 or do anything weird, you don't have to worry about it eating up the lines. Even with the ethanol content in regular gas now, it won't eat up the lines, and should work pretty good. Put a new electric choke on the carburetor. We went through the carburetor, so it had been sitting for a while. We put all new gaskets in there and made sure everything was clean and get them work properly. Alright, so we put a new oil pan on it. We got a nice 8-quart pan in there with a new pickup. This is the header we had to redo. Does it come down? It used to come down here and go like straight down and over. So obviously with a new band, wouldn't work. So I had to cut like a foot off the header here because it came way down here. We cut that off, we turned it. I got it to come around this way. It goes back down over there and under. And then we got nice full exhaust on it now. Alright, so we did a lot of work on the interior too. So we'll kind of go through that real quick. We put some new seats in there. Still retains everything to flip the seat up so you can get in the back. We put some harnesses in here, which will make this thing feel a whole lot better when you're riding around in it, especially if you're out on the dunes or anything like that with it. Then the floor, we used like a bed liner in it, just a light coat. Looks really nice, has some nice grip into it, but yet you can still wash it off if you need to. Now we'll go over to the driver's side. Alright, driver's side again, seats. And we also did do the harness, same thing on this side. Then we put a tack in. Let's put some gauges here. Down here, some oil pressure, water temp, some volts, so you kind of actually monitor what's going on. Other than that, you know, the dash is pretty stock still. We didn't really do too much back there. Alright, we're gonna swing back to the tailgate here. So yeah, got a new tailgate for this. It's got a bit of a dent here, but that'll hopefully get fixed at the body guy. He's gonna take care of that. We had to use some different types of clamps to hold the tailgate shut. It's hard to find hardware for the tailgate. All the old stuff was rotted out pretty nicely. Well, really can't see, but we also did the floor in here as well, all the way back. These are the clamps we use, some Distaco clamps to hold the tailgate up. We just welded some tabs onto the roll bar back here, and we made a little bracket goes on the tailgate to hold it on. So at least, you know, we can get some new parts for the tailgate itself to get the latches to work, because the ones that are on there are just completely gone. Alright, then we also had to so they also did a 3-inch body lift on it. So when you do that, you have to move the bumpers up so it matches. Otherwise it looks real weird. So we had to I don't know if you can see it. We had to cut the frame horn off, weld the plate on here, then move everything up 3 inches, so then the bumper sits back in like the factory location. Alright, we had to do the same thing for the rear bumper. We had to modify the rear brackets here to move it up 3 inches so it sits nice like it should, and not down 3 inches, which looks super weird in the back. Yeah. We also ran a transmission cooler. We got that. We ran all nice braided 6AN lines from the cooler all the way to the transmission. We also changed all of the suspension bars here. All nice new tie rod ends, drag links, all that stuff's all new. So we just got to get a nice alignment now. It should be ready to roll. Alright, well, so that's the overview of what was Project X. So it's a 79 Bronco. It's a pretty sweet little unit. Glad to see it go. It was fun to work on. Learned some new things. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.